When making short video, how much legal support do you recommend mentioning in the video? So basically, I guess what you're asking is how much legalese do you include in the video, or how much factual content, like how much research do you need to do? And the answer is not much. And it actually works out to your favor, because you got to remember, people relate to stories better than they relate to anything. So a video where you tell a story about something that happened to a client and how you helped that client and what the resolution was, that's going to be way better than you saying, Florida statute 7412 says that if you're in a car accident, you have up to 72 hours to go to the doctor, or whatever it is, But if instead you say, we recently, you say, I had a person just leave my office. They came in for a free consultation, and I wasn't able to help them. And here's why: because they got into a car accident and they felt fine. But the problem is that like 3 days later, the pain started kicking in. And the reason is because just because you're injured, just because you get into a car accident and you feel fine right away, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not injured. Sometimes it's like, think about when you work out. If you go to the gym, you haven't been to the gym for, I know that I haven't been to the gym for 2 years, and I went to the gym and I lifted weights. And the next day I was so sore I couldn't even lift my arms. But I wasn't sore that day. I was sore the next day. So a car accident is kind of the same thing. So what happened was, this person came into my office and they weren't injured right away. They didn't get themselves checked out. And then they waited and they waited and they waited. And now 3 months has gone by. And they've got, a ruptured disc, or they've got whatever the issue is, but they didn't go to the doctor. So because of that, I really can't help them, unfortunately. They already did this, and they, you know what I mean? So basically, when you tell that story, that's a lot better and a lot more meaningful and a lot more impactful than just giving facts and figures and things like that. So I think that it's going to be a lot easier just to tell stories, and you don't have to. And I think a lot of lawyers do that. I've talked to some clients that they get hung up in the research. It's like they're kind of writing a term paper, and that's not what these videos are supposed to do. These videos are supposed to be just quick pieces of information that go on to solve a problem. I mean, you can say, like, here's a quick tip for anyone that's in a family law dispute: do not post anything about the opposing party or your case at all on social media. We just left court, and the case before us, the husband went on a Facebook rant about his ex-wife and how she was out partying or whatever it was on Facebook. And because of this, her attorney saved all the screenshots and used it against him. And then we saw this result, and this person actually is going to have to whatever the result is. That's a lot better story than talking than just anything that's just facts and figures. So I wouldn't do a lot of, obviously make sure what you're saying is accurate, but it's better to tell stories than it is to just use facts and figures and do a ton of research. And also, doing a ton of research is going to make it a lot harder for you to consistently do content. So just tell stories about things that happen in real life, and that's all you need to do.